Old school entertainment people, you need to stop being afraid of Netflix. Netflix isn't this thing that's gonna come and mess up traditional film or television. It's actually helping you. Netflix basically killed broadcast media, meaning media that it just talks at you and you cannot engage with it. You can't stop it. And Netflix basically made it so that you can watch media whenever you want it. It's not an appointment. Here's why entertainment people hate Netflix so much. Because people can be on their phone scrolling while they're watching Netflix passively or listening to it. So that's why you have to reiterate the plot a few times. And people think it's like so faux pas and horrible that people are not fully paying attention to Netflix. Well, this happened before. In the 1930s, there was a thing called radio soap operas. And what radio soap operas were, they were basically TV or radio shows, but they were drama shows. So you could wash the dishes, clean your house. If these people had a phone, they would be scrolling on their phone where they'd be listening to these radio soap operas. This is what Netflix basically is. Netflix is radio with visuals. So people are mostly listening to it for the most part, and they're also doing other things. So they're not necessarily watching the visuals and seeing how beautiful it is. That's why you have to reiterate the plot or tell people what's happening. Kind of like radio soap operas. So when people are scrolling on their phones, they're doing exactly what happened during the radio's heyday. Entertainment people, stop being afraid of Netflix. Radio soap operas came before television, came before Netflix, and people were doing just fine. They just had to adapt to the medium, which was audio, and then eventually you have television that takes up all your space, but Netflix is not television, and Netflix is not film. It's basically radio with visuals. So how do I know this? Because I used to work in radio, I used to work in film and television, and I understand how all of these mediums have basically merged to become Netflix. What you can do is go back to the 1930s and go listen to the old soap operas and then see how they tell stories, and then it gives you ideas on how to tell stories for Netflix. So stop being afraid of Netflix. It's gonna be okay.